Do you ever find yourself browsing through Bricklink and having a look at some of those minifigures that you wish you'd bought back in the day, only to find it's now worth twice or even 3 times more than you were originally hoping for? Yeah, well, so do I. This made me think about what minifigures I own that are in desperate need of a remake. So, I went and sifted through my box of all my random and older minifigures and found 10 LEGO Star Wars minifigures that are in dire need of a remake. Let's go! Starting off this list is Han Solo as a mud trooper from the Solo film. Now, this minifigure only came in a poly bag, and it's very detailed. As you can see from the torso, he's got a little bit of his armor underneath, but he's completely drenched in mud. He's also got an alternative face, and he also came with this little build here. And in my opinion, this is one of those minifigures that are completely forgotten about. But it's such a cool, unique figure, and I wish LEGO would either re-release another version like this, or Han Solo as a mud trooper but without the mud. Han Solo Mud Trooper Battle Pack when? Moving on, and some of you are not gonna like this choice at all, but this version of Rey from The Last Jedi. Now, you can fight me on this all you like, but I really liked some parts of The Last Jedi. If the casino scene wasn't in there or altered to be a bit more entertaining, then it would be one of my top Star Wars films. But unfortunately, that's just how the movie goes, and that whole section is just a bit boring. Some of it, like Luke Skywalker for example, his whole arc is a little bit to me. Like, it kind of makes sense, it kind of doesn't. I can see both point of views. But anyway, sorry, I got completely off track there. This version of Rey only came in 2 sets. One was Snoke's throne room, and the other one was the Gorilla Walker. And the thing that I really like about this minifigure is her hair. It's a very unique hairpiece that only comes with this minifigure. And yeah, I don't know, I just really like this figure personally. It's not very detailed, so I do wish it could get maybe a bit more of a better print on there. And to be honest, I'm not really that big of a Rey fan, but I still really like this minifigure. Up next is the Death Trooper. Now, we did recently get this minifigure from the Ahsoka show, which was the Night Trooper, which was the kind of undead version. But to be honest, I just want a really basic version of him. I mean, this right here is the kind of minifigure that I would love to army build. Moving on to one of my favourite minifigures of all time is the battle-damaged Darth Vader. Now, this minifigure was only ever released in one set, which was the Rogue Shadow, which was based on the Force Unleashed video game. I'm not saying we need a version of this minifigure based on this specific scene, but I would love to have one after his fight with, say, Ahsoka, when he's got half his helmet slashed, or Obi-Wan Kenobi, when he's also got the other half of his helmet slashed. Or just honestly, having him damaged in some form would just be so peak. Up next is Admiral Ratus, who we've only ever seen in one set, which was the Y-Wing from back in 2016. We've seen a few Mon Calamari minifigures, like Admiral Akbar for example, but this one, we just haven't seen him in so long, and he's not featured that often. I believe he's only in Rogue One, but it would just be so cool to be able to get another character other than Admiral Akbar. I mean, the gunmetal grey on this minifigure is so cool. But unfortunately, unless Disney brings back Admiral Ratus for another show where he's got a prominent role, I don't think we're going to see this minifigure for a very long time. Moving on now, we have Ezra Bridger, but not the version from the Ahsoka show. I want to see an updated one of this version from back in 2014, from season 1 and 2 of Rebels. I would also be very happy if they came up with a version of him from season 3 and 4. Ezra as a character is very underappreciated in my opinion, and he's one of, if not possibly my favourite Jedi that's actually out there. There are a few that could compete, you know, like the typical Anakin, for example, but I don't know, I think part of the reason that I like Ezra a bit more is just that he's kind of a rare character. Like, we've got heaps of Anakins, and we've got heaps of Luke Skywalkers, but we have only 2 versions, actually, of Ezra. Technically 3 if you want to include the one where he's got his helmet on, like so. But underneath he's really the same character. So yeah, hopefully LEGO will one day revisit some of the Rebel sets. But for now, this is the best we're gonna get. Now this minifigure here, I'm not actually too sure how to pronounce his name. It's Rio Durant, I believe, D-U-R-A-N-T. He's a character from the Solo movie, and he's voiced by Jon Favreau, funny enough. But once again, this is a very unique minifigure that only came in the one set, and I do believe he's the only minifigure to have his arms like that. I could be wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, he's a very unique minifigure for having that. What's also really cool about this minifigure is how the goggles just attach straight onto his head. And on the side there, as you can see, he's also got a little microphone. But yeah, another underrated minifigure that I feel like people forget about a lot of the time. Third spot on the list is C-3PO from Episode 2. I'm not actually sure. I always thought that this was TC-14. And then I recently discovered that TC-14 has actually been in a polybag, where she was completely chrome silver, which I only kind of discovered about a year ago, crazy enough. But yeah, this protocol droid, whether it is C-3PO or TC-14, as my childhood self thought, definitely should have a remake of some form. If it's not C-3PO, then we deserve an Episode 2 C-3PO. Second to last one is the Senate Commandos. Now, to be honest, this version of the minifigure, I believe, is the best version that they've come out with. There is the Captain, which has got the white markings, which I do like a little bit more. But as a general minifigure, this one is really good. They could update it with the new print, like what you see on the current Clone Troopers, rather than this 2014 version. But it's just a minifigure we haven't seen in a very long time. I mean, it's 2014 since it last came out, which was 12 years ago. Holy moly. You know, they could keep the minifigure exactly the same. I just want more of these. They're such a cool minifigure. Maybe change the angry clone face though. I'm sick of seeing it. And finally for this list, no particular order, but the Magna Guard. I don't know how these haven't returned. The last time they were seen was 2009, maybe 2008, probably 2009. But they're just shown throughout the Clone Wars so often. You've got them in the Clone Wars show, they're in the Clone Wars TV movie, they're in Episode 3 obviously, and I just don't understand how it took them so long in the first place to make them. I mean, they had a version of him from the video game back in 2005 and the complete saga as well, but yeah, it took them till 2008 to be able to make him. And then after that, it's been nearly 20 years. Like, come on, LEGO. You should know what your fans want by now. I'm sure you could even use the same mold and people would be stoked with it. Well, anyway, that's my list. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please consider subscribing if you did enjoy this, or liking the video. Let me know down below if you want me to do a part 2. There are some other minifigures, not just Star Wars, but other minifigures from other themes that I think do deserve a second chance at life. But if you have any suggestions, then I'll chuck it into another video for you. Anyways, I'll catch you all on my next one, which could possibly be a part 2, if that's what you guys want. But for now, I'll catch you later. Stay awesome, bros.